that may need this information to get funded. I'm going to show you how to actually leverage other people's money. I'm going to show you how to actually strategically put people in place so that you can go get maximized funding. All right. So I hope we got that down pat. Let's jump right into it. And actually this real quick, put a 1 in the chat if you're familiar with me, which means you've been a part of one of my programs. You know about what the value that we provide. And put a 2 in the chat if you don't know me from a can of paint. You're like, I don't know you, bro. I heard about something. I may have got a message. Somebody told me about it. I seen you online. I seen something going on, but I don't really know you. Okay. He said he just saw. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right, perfect. So for those of you that you already know me, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on my story because you already know me, but I'm just gonna go briefly, make it really quick. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it because at the end of the day, I want to make sure I get to the information. I'm not gonna overshare. But I'll make it very, very quick. I'll make it very, very quick. Just for those of you that may not know, that put a 2 in the chat. My name is Ramel Newworlds. I am 33 years old, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. And my story is like anybody else, man. I'm no different than anybody here on this call. The only difference is that I have a figure it out mentality. I need y'all to put figure it out in the chat. The only difference between me and anybody else is that I have a figure it out mentality. I have a don't quit mentality. I come from poverty, welfare, food stamps, free lunch, you name it. That's my background. I lost my mom when I was 12 years old to breast cancer. My grandmother that raised me, 2 years later when I'm 14 years old, she passed away. Raised by a single father. I watched him work 60 hours a week to keep the lights on. So I'm no stranger to struggle. I come from poverty. I lived in a 3-bedroom apartment with 13 other relatives, sleeping head to toe with my grandmother. Some of y'all may come from a bunch of money, but not me. And the only reason I'm sharing these things is because I'm going to talk about some accomplishments that I've been able to make, some great things that I've been able to do, and a good amount of people that I've been able to help. But it wasn't always that way. And I want you to understand that it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Somebody type finish in the chat. Somebody type finish in the chat. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And my mission on this call is to teach entrepreneurs like yourself how to purchase already profitable cash flowing businesses. I don't want you to start a business from scratch. I'm going to be honest with you to exactly what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. If you're on this class and you're looking for somebody to just tickle your ears, that's not me. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need. The worst thing you could do as a newbie entrepreneur, period, is start a new business from scratch. I'm going to show you how to buy a business that's already profitable and existing. And I've been able to build a $10 million self-storage business through these strategies I'm going to break down to you. I've been able to master a hidden industry. We call it the best kept secret. It's the self-storage business. And I've been able to put my family on and just do some great things, help thousands of students all across the country, putting together seminars and events for the last 12 years. I'm a 2-time author, nonprofit organization founder. We have a scholarship fund where we put our students through high school, from high school to college, like just so many things that I've been able to do. But again, my goal for you today is to introduce you to the word of capital mastery, because there's one main thing that I've noticed so many entrepreneurs struggle with, and that's getting access to capital. If that's you, type me in the chat. If you're somebody that's been struggling with getting access to capital and then learning how to take that capital to invest strategically, then you're the right person that should be in this room. All right, I'm gonna show you how to get up to $250,000 in funding. I don't care if you have good credit. I don't care if you have bad credit. No matter what your circumstances are, I'm gonna show you how to get access to the money. Somebody type access in the chat. But this is just a quick disclaimer. My attorney told me to put this in here. Now, we're all adults here, right? So I know this probably wouldn't matter, but I still have to do it for professional purposes only. This class is only for the action takers. This is not for the action talkers. There's a difference. An action talker, oh, I'm gonna start that business. I'm gonna get in that mentorship. Oh, next year. No, we don't wait next year. We do it now. Somebody type now in the chat. We want the people that's gonna take massive action now. The wealth seekers, the people that understand value, the people that move with speed, the people that don't look at the price, they look at the payoff. It's a different mindset. So if you're somebody that is pessimistic and you a skeptic and you still confused about money, you think everything is a scam, this class is not for you. I just want to make it very clear. This class is not for you if you have a mindset of lack. I want to talk to the people that's serious, not curious. And when I say serious, it's just a mindset. I don't care how much money you have in your bank account. It's about what's in your heart. Because the truth is, a lot of us want to go out there and build businesses, but God is not checking your bank account. He's checking your faith. And what I want to do here is talk to your heart. I want to give you some strategies, but I really want to connect with everybody on this call. All right? So if you're somebody that, again, this may not be for you, you might as well jump off now. I just want to make it very clear. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you to waste anybody's time. Let's be respectful and let's win. I am not a licensed financial advisor. I am not a CPA. Yes, I have CPAs and licensed financial advisors on my team, but myself, I am not. What I will tell you is that I'm a licensed mailbox millionaire. And some of you probably thinking, what does he mean? Well, I'm a licensed mailbox millionaire. This is live, Paul. This is live, right? A licensed mailbox millionaire means that I've been able to build 6 figures in passive profits every single month through the strategy that I'm going to break down on this call. But we have to understand your results may not be my results. Your results may be better than my results. And your results may be worse than my results. But the truth is, and I have to make this clear, your results are going to vary based upon your work ethic. Your results are going to vary based upon your commitment, your motivation, your willingness to stay in the process, your willingness and desire to do the work long enough to outlast the learning curve, long enough to see an end result. It's the people that stay in the process and that can weather the storm that get to the results. Nothing I'm going to share with you today is a get-rich-quick scheme. What I'm going to share with you is a get-rich for sure, but you have to do the work. And if you're ready to do that, I want you to type work in the chat. Type work in the chat if you're ready to do that. That's what I'm talking about. All right, James said he's ready to work. Cassidy ready to work. A lot of you is ready to work. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, perfect. Those of you that's ready to work, it only takes one deal to change everything. And I'm going to go through this quickly because I got some game that I got to give y'all. But it's important for you to understand why I'm qualified to share what I'm going to share and why I'm so passionate. Some people jump on these calls while you're mogul. Why are you screaming? Because we have to actually talk about it this way. And I'm passionate because this information changed my life and it could change yours if you allow it. It only took one deal, one piece of information, one class, one mentor. I invested $5,000 in my very first mentorship, y'all. $5,000. I did it scared. Did I know if it was going to work out? No. But I knew if I continued doing the same things that I seen everybody else doing, I would have the same result. When I invested into this mentorship, I started learning marketing. I started learning cold calling, generating leads, real estate, all the things that I'm going to talk about today. And when I learned these strategies, I executed. Somebody type execute in the chat because we can have all the information, but knowing means nothing if you're not willing to execute. I started cold calling, text messaging, sending out letters, all the things that they told us to do. And I ended up coming across a family that was going through a pre-foreclosure. That means they fell behind on a mortgage. The bank was threatening to take the property away. I was able to sit down with the sellers of the property and the bank and negotiate a short sale where I was able to get the property under contract and the bank was able to waive the difference of what was owed. Now, let me know where you're from in the chat. Put your city below in the chat. Michelle said, yeah, it's screaming at us for sure. All right, my apologies in advance, Michelle. My apologies in advance. All right, so we got Detroit, we got California, we got Yonkers. All right, cool. So anybody that's from these states, cities where you know these brownstones are super expensive. If you have brownstones in your area, let me know what's the price point? What's the price point of a brownstone in your area? Let's talk about it. 2-family brownstone. What's the price point? $2 million. Easy. $2 million. That's easy. I don't know where you at, James. I was able to get this brownstone under contract for $590,000, y'all. $590,000. But here's the thing. I didn't have the money. I went to over 50 meetups. I went on eventbrite.com. Eventbrite.com. I'll put it in the chat where you could go to free meetups and connect with people. And I did it scared. I bought my business cards, had my tie, my suit, all these cool things. And I ended up coming across a lady who was old enough to be my grandmother. She said, I see something in you. I love your drive. I love your passion. You remind me of my son. I want to give you a hand up, not a hand out. I want to give you a hand up. So she said, I'm going to put you in a room with somebody that I work with for 20 years. He's a huge investor. I can't promise you anything. All I can do is put you in a room. Somebody type room in the chat. Somebody type room. See, all I could do is put you in this space here, give you the information, but you got to make the decision to execute. I ended up sitting down with him and I had the conversation. I showed him the deal. I was super prepared, even though I was nervous. And he ended up putting the entire $590,000 up for me. I put no money out of my pocket. Somebody type no money in the chat. He put up the entire $590,000 for me. I put up no money out of my pocket. I just had to give him 50% equity in that deal. So when we sold it, we split the profits 50-50. So we bought it for $590,000. We put $40,000 in renovations utilizing the Chase business credit card, put it back on the market, sold it for $1.2 million. I end up walking away with $157,000 net after I split my commission, my profits, paid the commissions, the liens, all the fees associated with the deal. One check, 6 figures. Just imagine what it felt like me being 22 years old, walking away with $157,000, my very first deal, more than what it took me. It would have took me 5 years to make it my day job. Somebody type me in the chat if you cool with making $100,000+ your very first deal. And I've done this multiple times because I built a system that I'm going to break down to you today. But as I made this money, I had to reinvest. Somebody type reinvest in the chat. A lot of times we go out there, we make money, but then we want to go to the club. We want to go on vacations. We want to go and eat out and do all the things that we was not doing. My mentor told me this. He said, look, if you stay small enough, long enough, you'll be big enough soon enough. Y'all pick that up? If you stay small enough, long enough, you'll be big enough soon enough, which means whenever you make money, stay 10 toes down. Don't go out there and spend more. Keep your expenses low. And by the time you look up, you're going to be in position to buy whatever you want times 5. And that's what I did. I kept investing. I bought more mentorship, more properties. And this is some checks I'm just showing y'all really quick, only because I want you to really see yourself in me and understand that it's possible, because somehow seeing is believing in our community. If we don't see it, it didn't happen. You see my name on this. You see my businesses, HUDs. These are the things that I've been able to do. Multiple 6-figure checks, right? This is 2022, and I've done it multiple times before that and after that because of a system that I'm going to break down. Somebody type system in the chat. Somebody type system in the chat. What I'm going to break down to you today is the system that you're going to need to duplicate this process time and time again. All right? Moving on. As I stated earlier, I built this brand online, over 500,000 followers and subscribers across my social medias, travel all across the world, interviewed on national television, taking private flights. I fired my boss. I retired my wife. Made so much money online, made $1 million in a day in 2 different businesses. And I'm only sharing this at the beginning because I want you to see yourself in me and I want you to be inspired. Somebody type inspire in the chat, because I know when I see my first mentor go out there and buy a jet, I see my first mentor go out there and build $10 million in real estate. It gave me the inspiration that I needed to say, I can go do it too, because he bleed like me. He come from where I come from. I just want to give you the same motivation and inspiration. Purchased my dream car, $300,000 Lamborghini, and that's cute. Like, that's really cute. I don't even really care about the Lamborghini. I want you to look at the self-storage behind me, because that business that I purchased with no money out of my pocket pays for my Lamborghini. I want you to see yourself and understand it's possible. Somebody type possible in the chat. Everything that you want is possible and you deserve it. You just have to go out there and execute, and you got to do it scared. And that's all I'm telling you, because I've done that, y'all. So now that I got me out the way, I want to get to the game. Now that I got me out the way, I want to get to the game. I got about 60 minutes left. And in this 60 minutes, like I said, I'm going to share with you how to get access to $250,000 in funding, whether you have good credit, whether you have bad credit. And I want to make it very clear. How many of you been on a free class like this or an event, and they tell you it's free, but you waiting to the very end, biting your nails, trying to figure out how much this costs or what's going to be the price. The whole time you just like, oh man, you can't even focus on the information because you're worried about what's going to be the price, what's going to be the investment. I want to make this clear. This is not that. This is not that. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. I'm completely transparent because I don't want you overthinking or being distracted. What I'm going to tell you is, yes, I'm going to have an opportunity for you to work with me at the very end. And it's going to be a once in a lifetime opportunity that you won't see or get anywhere else. So you don't have to stress yourself out, scratching your head, trying to figure out what is it going to be. All right. The investment to work with me directly and my team is a $2,000 investment. $2,000 investment. I want to make it very clear. So I want to get that out the way. What I want you to focus on for the next 60 minutes is not how much it's going to cost. What I want you to focus on is he giving me enough value and information to where I'm willing to invest $2,000? That's my goal. My goal is for me to show you so much value for free that you like, I owe the man $2,000. I owe it. To work with him and his team to get more support after this, I owe it to him. That's so again, I don't want you to be distracted thinking about investment price. I want you to judge the information this entire time. Is that fair? Is that it? Can we shake on it? If that's fair, somebody type fair in the chat. There we go. All right, perfect. Perfect. So also what I'm gonna do, is this. Also, for those of you that stay to the very end, not only are you gonna get this opportunity I'm gonna share with you, right? I'm also gonna give you free credit repair when you stay to the very end. So if you got bad credit, I'm gonna show you how to get the money with bad credit. But even if you do, I'm gonna show you how to clean it up, and I'm gonna give you free credit repair at the very end. And that's for everybody. No matter if you join to work with me after this or not, just by staying to the very end, I'm gonna give you free credit repair. Number two, I'm gonna give you my business funding checklist because I'm gonna talk about how to set up your business to be compliant to get funding. I only have 60 minutes. I'm gonna probably speed past it, most likely, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway at the end that you can take away with you. So I don't want you to be stressed out. Yes, take notes, but don't be super stressed out because I'm gonna give you my business funding checklist at the end. All right? And lastly, everybody that stays on the call, I'm gonna show you an opportunity where you can get up to $2,500, no credit check. But you gotta stay to the very end. So there's three things that I'm gonna do. Show you how you can get up to $2,500, no credit check. I'm gonna give you free credit repair, and I'm gonna give you my funding checklist completely free. So now we should be focused on the information, right? We shouldn't be focused on nothing else but the game. All right, cool. If you're ready for the game, I need you to type ready in the chat. That's what we're doing for the next 60 minutes, nothing else. I got everything else out the way. I just wanted to make sure we clear and we locked in. We clear and we locked in. All right. First question. If you have a 700 credit score or above, put a 1 in the chat. If you have a 680 or below, put a 2 in the chat. Let's be honest here. We family, y'all. I'm gonna put some chapstick on my lip. I think my lip's a little shot. So here we go. All right, cool. So what I'm gonna do is solve everybody's problem tonight. So those of you that got a 700 credit score above, I'm gonna show you how to get $250,000 in funding in the next 30 days. And those of you that put a 2 in the chat where your credit is a little lower, you don't have the best credit, I'm gonna show you how to get $250,000 in the next 90 days. So it's gonna take you a little bit longer, but you'll still be able to get it done. All right, there we go. So have you ever heard of what is called subprime lenders? Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you have, 2 if you have not. Subprime lenders. All right, perfect. So some of y'all heard me speak about it, some of y'all didn't. So that means I'm gonna give y'all some game today. And those of you that heard me speak about it, this is a refresher. Because the truth is, a lot of the game that I teach, you're gonna need to hear this a few times. It ain't gonna be like a one-time thing. You need to hear this a few times. All right, so let's get it. I'm gonna go on Google. I'm gonna type in what are subprime lenders, and look what comes up. Subprime lenders provide loans to borrowers who do not meet the standard qualifications for traditional credit, often due to poor credit history, insufficient income, or limited credit experience. All right, so subprime lenders, they loan to people who don't meet the standard underwriting criteria. Make it very clear. They provide loans such as mortgages, auto loans to borrowers who do not meet the standard credit criteria. So again, this is for people that can't get approved with Bank of America. They can't get approved with Wells Fargo. They can't get approved with Chase. So what you're going to do is have to go to a non-traditional company, non-traditional bank, and yes, they charge you higher interest rates. So to compensate for their risk of default, they're going to charge you higher interest rates and more fees, less favorable terms. It is what it is. If your credit is not the best, you got to just pay to play and you got to work with what you got. Beggars can't be choosers. But as long as you have a strategy, you can still make it work. So yes, they're going to charge you maybe 20% interest, 22% interest. But I'm going to show you how to get a higher return than what it even costs you to get the money in the first place. Would you still take it? If I could show you how to get a higher return on the money than what it costs you to get it, would you still take it? All right, perfect. So here go the strategy. Get your pen and your pad. We about to get into it. So I'm gonna give y'all 5 subprime lenders. We got over 30 plus subprime lenders in our mentorship, but I'm gonna give you 5 to make it very simple. I don't want to overcomplicate anything for y'all. All right. So check this out. You got One Main Financial. This is a subprime lender. And the cool thing about these subprime lenders, as you can see here, you can apply and do a soft pull pre-approval, which means you can window shop. You can apply, and then if they pre-approve you, then you move forward, and then it'll be a hard pull. But if they don't pre-approve you, just back out. So again, it's no risk, no impact. You can just go and shoot your shot. Let's keep rolling. Now we got Net Credit, which is another one. The exact same process. No impact to your credit score. You can apply, check to see if you get approved or not. We have Op Loans, which is another one. And write this down because everything's gonna connect. You got Op Loans as well. They'll help you. You apply, no impact to your score, just to see, peek in the window. We got Fig Loans, which is another one. Same exact process. I'm gonna give y'all Upstart as well. Same exact process. So whoever been paying attention, write all 5 in the chat. Write all 5 in the chat. What was it? SoFi is one of them. Yeah, you're right. SoFi is one of them, but I didn't give y'all SoFi, but that's one of the subprime lenders. So all 5, One Main Financial, Net Credit, Op Loans, Fig Loans, Upstart. Those are the 5. So now get y'all calculators going because we about to do some math. This is the cool part, right? We're about to do some math. You want to strategically apply. The important part is called strategy. Somebody type strategy in the chat. You want to strategically apply for a series of these subprime lenders all within the same day. It's a soft pull pre-approval, so it don't matter. Now, if you strategically apply with those 5 lenders, and let's just say each of those subprime lenders give you $10,000 each, how much is that? Thank you, Eladio. Thank you. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Paul. $50,000. Now, here go the game. I'm gonna move it closer because I don't want everybody to hear this that's not in this room. Keep this in this room. When you strategically apply for all of them within the same time frame, same day, strategy, and if they approve you, they will ACH deposit the money into your bank account within 48 hours. Y'all pick that up? Did y'all pick that up? But the cool thing is, when they ACH deposit to your money to your account in 48 hours, it doesn't show up on your credit report to 30 days later. It doesn't show up on your credit report to 30 days later. which means you got about 3 to 4 weeks to make some moves with the money before it reflects as a new account on your credit. This is where the strategy coming at. So now I take the $50,000, and what I'm gonna do is call our backdoor funding method, where I'll go to Bank of America and I'll say, hey, I don't have the best relationship with you, Bank of America. I don't have the best credit at all, but I do have some money and I would like to build a relationship with you. Somebody type relationship in the chat. You're going to take the 50,000, you're going to give it to Bank of America, they're going to hold it as collateral, they're going to issue you a secure business line of credit. The reason why you want a line of credit is because it acts as cash. So you're going to log into your online banking because you need to create that when you create the secure line of credit, and you can transfer the money off the line of credit into your bank account as cash within seconds. You're going to withdraw the money out of the Bank of America account, and now you're going to go hit PNC Bank and do the exact same thing. Hey, PNC, I don't have the best credit, but I would love to build a relationship with you. Here go $50,000. They're going to hold it as collateral, but issue you a secure business line of credit. You're going to log into your online banking at PNC. You're going to withdraw the money out as cash. Now, let's go ahead another bank. Key Bank, for example, guess what? They do secured lines of credit on the business side. So what you're going to do is give them 50,000. They're going to hold it as collateral, but then issue you a secured business line of credit. Are y'all following me? Are y'all following me? He says, repeat that 5 more times. Now, we can keep going. We can keep going as long as you have the actual strategy and you're doing it within a time frame that we break down. I'll keep going. I'll keep going. So let's say we go to M&T Bank. I give them 50,000. They hold it as collateral. Issue me a secure business line of credit. I log in, pull the money out. I go to Truist Bank, give them 50,000. They hold it as collateral, but issue me a secure business line of credit. It's the same money. I'm just moving it around from bank to bank to build my credibility. Somebody's type credibility in the chat. Somebody type credibility in the chat. All you're doing is building the relationship, moving the same money around strategically within a strategic time frame. Now, this may take you about 90 days to do. It may take you about maybe 6 months the most. But let's say I stop there. Let's say I go back and I pay Bank of America off completely. After I stop at Truist, the last bank, now I go to Bank of America and I say, hey, here go to 50,000. It was great building a relationship with you, but I would like to pay you back completely. What happens? We're all my mathematicians. What happens? Let me know in the chat. What happens? Thank you, James. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Lamaj. Thank you, Nico. What happens is, now that you built credibility with Bank of America, they're going to give you back your collateral, which was your original 50,000, but they turn your secured into unsecured, which means you are now up 50,000 in unsecured debt. I hope y'all following me. So now I got my 50,000 collateral. I'm going to go to PNC Bank now, pay them off. They turn my secured to unsecured. I get back my collateral, but I'm up another 50,000 in unsecured debt. I go to Key Bank, pay them off. They turn my secured to unsecured. I get back my collateral, but I'm up another 50,000 in unsecured debt. Are y'all with me? This is going to take you about 90 days because you got to actually build a relationship. You got to build the relationship. So I said 250 in 90 days. In some cases, maybe another month or two over, but we typically get this done in 90 days. Let's keep going. I go to M&T Bank. I pay them off. They turn my secured to unsecured. I get back my collateral, but I'm up another 50,000 in unsecured debt. I go to Truist Bank, I pay them off. They turn my secured to unsecured, I get back my collateral. Well, how much unsecured business credit did I just create for myself, even when I had bad credit to begin with and didn't even have any of my own money? How much? Let's go. Thank you, James. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, $250,000. $250,000. Yes, it's going to be 90 days total each bank, but it's all happening at the same time. Because if you go to each of the banks within like 3 days, right? What I would do if I'm you, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of game, when you do this, you're gonna schedule an appointment. Well, I would schedule 3 appointments a day. I would do Bank of America, Key Bank, and PNC, schedule it out on Monday, and now you're gonna do all 3 banks, set that whole process up same day. Maybe the next day you do the next 2 or 3 banks. Maybe the next day you do another 3 or 4 banks. But in 3 days, you can build secured lines of credit with about 9, 10 banks. And then now you just take the money and keep paying off the money back with the same money. It's too much for y'all. It's too much. This is very legal. Very legal. Because all you're doing is you're putting up your own money and you're paying back with your own money. Let's get it. And I'm going to show y'all who it worked for. I'm going to show y'all in real time. Matter of fact, some of y'all probably thinking, how you even know this? How you know this, Mogul? Like, who's thinking that? Let's be real. Like, how did you even come up with this? Because you can't Google this. You can't YouTube this. Nobody's teaching this. Thank you, Danisha. Experience. Because I remember some of y'all may be in the same spot I was in probably about 7, 8 years ago, where I was investing in properties. And the contractors was taking forever. Permits was taking forever to be approved. And then I'm waiting to be able to sell this property, but I got sky-high credit card debt until my money come back. I'm investing in properties. I'm investing in inventory. I'm investing into my business, and I'm utilizing credit, but the return is not coming back fast enough. I'm not selling my merchandise fast enough. I'm not getting new accounts fast enough, but I'm struggling with credit card debt until my money comes back. Somebody type me in the chat if that's you. You maxed out on credit cards and you're working to try to get the money back. Your business is not moving as fast. Well, that's the position that I was in. And I shared with you earlier, I have a figure it out mentality. I have a don't quit mentality. And because of that, I was able to create this system. Because I'm struggling with the credit card debt and I got to pay the minimum payment. So I started Googling loans with bad credit, loans with high utilization, got approved with One Main Financial. Oh, sweat. When it paid off the credit card, once I paid the credit card off, then my utilization went down, but I had access to the money. So I'm like, oh man, let me go do a secure loan. All because I had a figure it out mentality. I created a system that helped me get back in the game. And now I'm teaching other people how to do the exact same thing to get back in the game. This is not for people that have the great credit. You don't need to do this. This is for people that didn't have the information. You made some bad mistakes, and you got to now go through the back door. All I'm sharing with you is we should not have any excuses. Excuses only sound good to the person who's making them. We need to figure it out. Y'all with me? We don't have a money problem. We may have a strategy problem, but not after working with me, you won't. You won't have a money or strategy problem. Some of us may still have a belief problem, a consistency problem, and a discipline problem, an investing problem. But you won't have a strategy or money problem because I can make sure that that won't be a problem. So we got the money, right? We got the money. So we know how to do that. So can I talk to the people that got good credit? Can I talk to the people that got good credit? So we got the money, even if you have bad credit. Now, great. You're still working on your credit. So when your credit is actually good, you can go to the bank without doing this. So I want to make that clear. You only do this if your credit is not where it needs to be. If your credit is where it needs to be, you can walk straight into the bank and go get unsecured money, which I'm going to show you right now. So everybody that have a 700 credit score above, put a 1 in the chat again. Let's break this down. Let's break this down. Can you see my screen? Can y'all see my screen? All right, perfect. So those of you that have great credit already, what I want to share with you is called our credit card stacking sequence. Credit card stacking. This is how we go and get access to capital entry level. Entry level, meaning as a beginner, this is the beginner level to go get maximum funding because you don't need pay stubs, you don't need bank statements, you don't need tax returns. All you need is a great profile. If you have great personal credit, so I'm gonna put PC for personal credit, that's all you need, personal credit. And those of you that put a one in the chat, this is for you. Now, credit card stacking is when you apply for a strategic sequence of credit cards based upon which credit reporting agency is pulled. This is why it's important for you to notice. In our mentorship, I give you my secret lenders list and I show you how to find out which banks is pulling which credit reporting agencies so you can build a sequence customized to you. But I'll give you an example, right? For example, we have Experian. That's a credit reporting agency. We have Equifax. This is a credit reporting agency. We have TransUnion, another credit reporting agency. So now we got to know which banks. So for example, and do your own research. It varies based upon where you live, but 90% of the time, Chase pulls Experian. I know up where I am, they pull Experian. And this is where 90% of the time. Now, if I know that Chase pulls Experian, I also know that Chase will give you up to $150,000, 2 products, only pulling your credit once. This is why we stack the cards. So instead of applying one time and getting 1 card, instead I'm going to go get 2 cards because they already pulled my credit, which gets me closer to the maximum allowable limit. Does that make sense? Yes or no? Next, Amex, another one. They pull Experian. They'll give me up to $100,000. They'll give me 4 cards, 1 pull. So now they'll give me the platinum. I'll get the blue cash. I can get the plum. I can get 4 cards with 1 pull, up to 100,000. So most people don't get the most funding because they stop at the 1 card. Well, if you already pulled my credit, I might as well get more. But you need to know which banks have a type of program that gives you more with 1 pull. That's why the information is so important. Somebody type information in the chat. You probably only get 10,000 because you didn't know you could go get 4 more cards. Let's keep rolling. M&T Bank, another one. They'll give you up to $100,000. They'll give you 2 products, 1 pull. Now, we usually go to 6 to 8 banks at a time, each bureau, but I don't want to overdo it and stress y'all out. And I want to make it simple. We only got about 45 minutes left. I want to make it simple. So let's stop here. If I did this stacking sequence, that means that I'm going to get my credit ran 3 times, but I'm going to get 8 products, and I'm going to get up to $350,000. Now, up to, it doesn't mean you're going to get the full 350, but even if you got 100, 150, 250, that's still a lot of money, 0%. Okay, now let's keep going. I'm going to go now and hit the Equifax banks. I know that Key Bank, they pull Equifax. And the reason why I want to go bureau by bureau, agency by agency, is because the banks that are pulling Equifax do not know that I just applied with the banks that pulled Experian. The banks at Experian don't know that I went and applied with TransUnion. Is that clear? Just want to make sure we all on the same page. Cool. Key Bank, they'll also give you up to 100,000. They'll give you 3 products, 1 pull. 3, personal credit card, personal loan, and they'll give you a business credit card if you have a business, or they'll give you a auto loan. Let's keep moving. Digital Credit Union, another one. They'll give you up to 100,000, 2 products, 1 pull. PenFed Credit Union, that's another one. Up to 100,000, 2 products, 1 pull. So if I stop here, that's 3 pulls, but I'm going to be in position to go and get 7 products up to $300,000. Stacking. I go step by step. Now let me go hit the next one because the TransUnion don't know that I was just at Equifax. Well, Navy Federal Credit Union, they pull TransUnion on the personal side, and they'll give me up to $100,000, 2 products, 1 pull. Bank of America pulls TransUnion. They'll give you up to 50,000, 2 products, 1 pull. So you can get the Chase. I mean, you can get the Bank of America cash, or you can get the Bank of America travel. They'll give you both. 1 pull. Barclay Bank is another one. You got Barclay Bank. They'll give you up to 50,000, 2 products, 1 pull. Again, if I stop here, that's 3 pulls, but I can get 6 products up to $200,000. Does this make sense? If it does, put yes. If it don't, put no. I want to make sure we got the right people. If it does make sense, put yes. If it don't, put no. But this is how we like to go and apply for cards. Now, if we did this successfully, we put ourselves in position to go get up to, what's this, 650, up to $850,000, y'all. And I'm going to do this only with non-inquiries. And guess what? I show you how to remove your inquiries in 24 to 72 hours. So you can actually remove them. That's a whole other class. But anyway, you're going to get up to this. Now, again, let's say you don't get the full amount. But even if you got 250, would you be happy? Let me know. Even if you got 250, would you be happy? Now, my next question is, have you ever heard of what is called manufactured spending? 1 in the chat if you have, 2 if you have not. Manufactured spending. All right, that means I'm giving y'all some game. That means I'm giving y'all some game. So y'all stick with me. I'm going to give y'all some game, all right? So let's say we go to Chase. Right. Say we go to Chase, right? And I'll show y'all this, like, so y'all know it's a real deal, all right? So if I go to Chase, look what this says. When you apply for the Chase Freedom Unlimited, you get a $200 sign-on bonus within the first 3 months if you spend $500. So we show you how to actually spend the $500 and pay the money right back. That's a whole other class. But literally, you'll get $200 free. It's called manufactured spending, right? You can also get sign-on bonuses with points and travel, right? This one, another $200. So again, let's just say you apply for these 2 cards, the Chase Freedom Unlimited and the Chase Freedom Flex. That's $200 each. You'll be able to get a $400 sign-on bonus just by getting approved for the cards. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So I like to look at those details. When I'm going to apply for my sequences, I need to also know which cards have the best bonuses. So let's just do it as an example, right? Let's say Chase and American Express. Let's stop there. I don't want to overcomplicate it. If Chase gives us $200 sign-on bonus each card and I apply for 2 cards, how much is that? Let me know in the chat. If Chase give me $200 each card and I get 2 cards, thank you, Donisha. That's $400. Well, guess what? American Express, they'll give you $300 sign-on bonus each card. So if they give me $300 each card and I go and get 4 cards with them, how much is that? Thank you, Nina. That's $1,200. So let's add this up. $1,200 plus $400, that's $1,600 in free money. Free money. Now imagine how much we get when we go and hit all of these banks. That's just 2. We usually go get $5,000, $6,000 in free money just off of our applying sequence, just by getting approved. So I want y'all to put this number in your calculator. It's $1,600. Take the $1,600, put this in your calculator, and let's do some math. Let's do some math, okay? So what I want us to do is this. We're gonna do some math. There we go. So this is what I'm going to give y'all at the end of the class with the actual links and everything. So don't worry about it. But what we want to do now is take this $1,600 and invest. Let me know in the chat. What do you think we should do with the $1,600 of free money? For those of you that are picking up what I'm putting down, what do you think I should be doing with this $1,600? Your free money. Reinvest it. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do, right? You got a business funding checklist that I'm gonna give y'all at the very end of this for free. And you want to go and set up your business now, because everything what I shared with you just now was personal. That credit card stacking sequence was personal. So you can go to platforms like Busy and get an LLC for free. Somebody drop their state in the chat so I can show y'all this in real time. Somebody drop their state off in the chat. Now we're gonna go turn this to business. All right, somebody said Missouri. Somebody said Missouri. So let's do Missouri. All right, look. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So check this out, family. In 3 weeks, it will cost you only $52 to get an LLC based upon Busy. If you wanted to expedite it and do it in 1 day, it'll cost you $351. But we don't need the rush. We just want to do it right. Somebody type right in the chat. I don't need the rush. I just want to do it right. So I'm going to go the basic route. I'm going to wait the 3 weeks so I can go get it for 52 bucks. But not only do we credit card stack, we also LLC stack. So Sandy, yes, you have an LLC, but we can go get more because the more LLCs, the more money. Somebody type LLC stack in the card. In the comments. LLC stack. There we go. So not only do we credit card stack, we want to go and get multiple LLCs as well. So let's just say we get 3 LLCs. Well, if in Missouri is $52 to pay the state filing fee, that's it. Do 52 times 3. Let me know what that number is. What's 52 times 3? All my mathematicians. $156. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Antoine. Thank you, Eladio. So now I want you to deduct $156 from the $1,600. That's the free money. So let's take 156 and minus it from the 1,600 because we're going to utilize the free money to go get our LLC. Thank you. That's 1444. So I just showed you how to go get 3 LLCs completely free after you go and get free money and you get funding off these credit cards. Did y'all pick up what I just put down? That's why you need strategy. Let's keep going. In order to set your business up to be compliant, right, you need to have a bank account. So now that you got 3 LLCs set up, you need 3 bank accounts. So somebody let me know in the chat, what is the minimum amount of money that you need to open up a bank account? EIN is free, James. $100, thank you. So if I go and I fund 3 bank accounts with $100 each, how much is that? Thank you, Nina. So I want us to deduct $300 from our 1444. Where we at? This all free money, 1144. There we go. So pick up what I'm putting down. I just showed you how to get free money, go open up 3 LLCs with it, and go fund 3 bank accounts with it for free. We shouldn't have no excuses, y'all. Let's keep rolling because we need to set up our business to be compliant so we go get more funding. Well, now I need a business address, phone number, email, fax number, where you can utilize platforms like Opus. $99 a month. Now, let's only do this for the first month because we want to go get the funding. If you go and do this for 3 LLCs, what's $99 times 3? Let's round it up to 300. Cool. 300. 300. So deduct 300 from the 1144. Where we at? 844. Wow, Nina is a mathematician. Nina, let's go. Let's go. Eladio, let's go. So let's keep rolling. So we got our address, we got our phone number, we got our fax number. Now we need to go get a website, right? So we could pretty much go on Wix and get it for free. Be honest, you go to Wix and you could build your own website for free. So you could really do this for free. But some of you probably thinking, oh, I don't want to do it myself. I want to pay somebody. Well, you could go to Fiverr. Go to Fiverr and you could sign up with them, and then they'll have somebody build your website for like $100. Real simple website. So if you get 3 websites for 3 LLCs at $100, how much is that? How much is that? 300. Now, minus that. There we go, Eladio. Minus that from the 844. We have 544. So I need y'all to understand what I just did. I just showed you how to go and apply strategically to get up to 850,000. Not only are you doing that, you're going and getting free money because you understand manufacturer spending and bonus points and travel rewards. You take the free bonus points and go set up 3 LLCs and make them compliant, fund them, get them websites, get them actual email addresses and everything, and you still got $544 left. You still could go to Roof Chris. You still got date night at STK. Wherever y'all like to go. Dinner's on me. No matter where you like to shop, you still got more than enough for date night with you and your boo thing for free on me. And you got 3 LLCs with 3 bank accounts with the address, the phone number, fax number, and website. And you got funded completely free. Somebody said ChatGPT could build your website. So, so you could save the money. You could save the money and go to ChatGPT, pay them $20 a month. The information is out here. We just have to go get the information and execute. It's that simple. That's simple. But I'm not done yet. I'm not done. Let's go spin the block. Let's go spin the block. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go and apply on the business side. So we're gonna do the exact same credit card stacking sequence on the business side now, because this was all personal. But now that I have my business set up properly, I can go with LLC number 1, and I'm gonna go hit Experian and do the exact same sequence with Chase, Amex, M&T, and go get up to $350,000 again. I'm gonna go stack them up. I'm gonna go hit Equifax, run the exact same sequence because I'm on the business side and I built a relationship with them already. Go get up to another 300,000. Let me keep stacking them up. I'm gonna go hit TransUnion, do the exact same sequence on the business side. Go get up to another 200,000. So between personal and business right now, you're talking about 1.6, 1.7 million up to that you can get just by running this sequence over here and going to get this money right here. Let me know if we got a money problem. Let me know if we got a money problem. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more. So check this out. The reason why we LLC stack is because in about 90 days, right? We're gonna go remove the inquiries. We're gonna remove these inquiries in about 90 days because they're gonna have to pull our credit to go get this. But because I set up LLC number 2 as well, when I did my LLC stacking, I'm gonna go apply with LLC number 2 in about 90 days and go get another $850,000. I'll remove the inquiries again, and in another 90 days, I'll go back with LLC number 3 and go get another $850,000. So within a year, 18 months, 24 months, you got a couple $1 million in credit card funding. This is how it works. This is exactly how it works. Are y'all with me? But we have to understand strategy. We have to understand sequences. We have to understand mentorship. We have to understand execution. Somebody type execution in the chat. Money is not our problem. Now, this is the game changer. The money is cool. The money is cool. But I'm going to really give y'all the real game changer. Because there's a lot of people online that can talk to you about going to get money. I want to make this clear. I hope y'all understand. I'm super transparent if you haven't seen it by now. Going to get credit card debt could be the best thing in your life, and it could be the worst thing in your life. Are y'all on the same page with me? Going into credit card debt, it can be the best thing in your life, or it can be the worst thing in your life. The people that mess up credit card debt and it's the worst thing in their life is because they don't know how to invest it wisely into businesses to create cash flow. Instead, they do what most people do, which is invest in starting a business from scratch and trying to figure it out and bumping their head And no wonder why you are going into debt, because you're not making money fast enough to support the debt that you're taking on. Somebody type me in the chat if that's been you. I'm just being honest. And over the last 5 years on social media, everybody teaching these trendy businesses. Oh, you could go and do this drop shipping and go and do the Toro. And I'm not knocking nobody, but I'm here to tell you the truth. Those are trendy businesses. Here today, gone tomorrow. Here today, gone tomorrow. So for us, we want to invest in proven, predictable, recession-proof businesses. That's what we want to do with the money. So I'll show you. I'll show you. So what we want to do instead, when I got this funding, I can go buy a business like self-storage. And some of y'all might be thinking, I don't really like self-storage. Well, do you like money? You can go buy a mailbox store. Some of y'all may see the UPS, the FedEx. You can actually go buy those independent stores. These stores print money. You can go buy a laundromat. And guess what? These businesses all have a 90+% success rate. So you have a very small chance of failing. Oh yeah, pick it up what I'm putting down. These are just some businesses, and then some of y'all probably thinking, why would somebody sell me a business that's bringing in $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month? Well, I'll tell you, there's 10,000 baby boomers retiring every day. Baby boomers are individuals that's been born between 1940 and 1960, and they are retiring, and they need to sell their businesses. And the cool thing is, somebody like you that go and get $850,000 in business credit, you could utilize this $850,000 and we leverage it with what is called the SBA 7A loan. And y'all can look this up. The SBA 7A loan is a small business loan, and they finance you up to $5 million. All you got to do is come to the table with 10% down. So somebody do the math. Somebody do the math. What's 10% down on 5 million? Let me know in the chat. Well, I just showed y'all how to get 500,000. Yes or no? Yes or no? Matter of fact, let's do this, because that's a lot. That's a lot. But let's I want to make it more simplified. I don't even want to overdo it. Let's make it more simplified. So let's show y'all this. You can go to websites like bizbuysell.com. Right? Biz buy sell. Let's say you want to buy a business. You want to buy an established business. This is a #1 business brokerage website where people go here to buy and sell businesses, right? So for example, you have a home services franchise. It's $1 million. Cash flow is $330,000. Let's keep looking. You got multiple things that's on here, right? Just to kind of show y'all. You got this running profitable restaurant. I wouldn't buy a restaurant, but that's just on here. A home improvement siding business. Wow, this right here is gold. Look, hold up, y'all. You mean to tell me you can buy a siding business, because anything home improvement is a really great business because homes are not going anywhere. So anybody that have an electric company, a plumbing company, a siding company, you're gonna be here to stay. So they're asking for $135,000, but it's bringing in $272,000 a year. Let me know. Look at this HVAC company, $395,000, but it's bringing in $154,000 a year. Somebody let me know. Would you go buy that business? A lot of y'all want to go for your passion, and I get it, but I'm going for the paper. I'm going for the profits. I'll get to my passion after. I'm going to go with the business that already has systems in place, marketing, customers that's already bringing in money. Let me go buy it. Now, here the cool thing is this. If I buy this business for $395,000 and I go the SBA route, if I go the SBA route and put 10% down, how much is that? Let me know in the chat. How much is that? 10% down. Total asking price. Thank you. 39,000. 40,000. Just round it up. Did I just show you how to get $40,000 today? Yes or no? This is how quick and simple the process is. Go get the money. Once you get the money, go buy something that's already making money. We don't have to overcomplicate it. We don't have to overcomplicate it. Once you go get the money, go find something that's already bringing in money and go buy it. Somebody type me in the chat if you actually want to go do that. Somebody type me in the chat if you want to go do that. So I'm gonna show y'all this really, really quick because again, seeing is believing. Seeing is believing. I hope this is valuable. I got about 15 more minutes, and I want to be, a man of my word. But again, seeing is believing, right? So let me show y'all this really quick. All right, so this right here is one of my locations, right? I could switch facilities and all of that cool stuff. This business I'm showing you in particular, we purchased this. It's a self-storage business. We purchased it about 2 years ago, and I'm gonna show you this rent roll that I just pulled. Somebody that could see this, I can't zoom in it a little the way it is set up, but for people that could see this, can you let me know what is that number? Put it in the back for the people in the chat that can't see. Put it in the chat for the people in the back that can't see. What's that number, y'all? This is when I first purchased it. Thank you, Eladio. This is not even what it's bringing in now. I just want to show you like the mindset. So $32,000 a month. Now let's bring it together. Let's bring this full circle. Let's bring this full circle. I want y'all to understand this, right? So this purchase price of the business, so the purchase price was $850,000. That's how much I paid for it. But I utilized the SBA. So if you've been following me and I use SBA, the small business loan, how much did I actually come to the table with? What was my down payment? What was my down payment? Let me know. Thank you, Connie. $85,000. Now, if you've been paying attention even further, where did I come up with the $85,000 to put down? For those of you that have really been like studying this and been locked in, where did the $85,000 come from? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Nope. The credit cards. Thank you, Betty. Thank you. So I was able to get this money from a Chase credit card. That's the crazy part. Chase credit card, 0% interest for 18 months. So I'm literally utilizing other people's money for 18 months. When I purchased the business, I just showed you that it's bringing in $32,000 a month revenue. Day one. Somebody type day one in the chat. It's bringing in $32,000 a month, day one. Now, I have to minus $7,000 because this was my SBA mortgage. My SBA mortgage was $7,000. So now I'm down to $25,000. Plus, it cost me about $7,000 to manage it and all my expenses and everything. So now I'm down to $18,000. This is my actual profit. Somebody type me in the chat if you want to go buy a business with no money out of your pocket and make $18,000 a month out the gate. Now, this is the other cool piece that I did. Instead of me putting this profit in my pocket, I aggressively paid off the credit card within the first 6 months. We don't need to put the money in our pocket. Let's take it and let's pay off our debts first so we can be debt free. So I paid off the Chase credit card within the first 6 months. So my score goes up. But after 6 months, now I'm super profitable in the clear with no credit card debt. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Just let me know. Oh yeah, does this make sense? Because they told us how to build wealth all wrong. Start a new business and you struggling to figure it out. You don't know the system. Why? It's not as hard as we think. One of my mentees just bought a 51 unit salon suite, bringing in $20,000 a month net cash day one. You hit it on the head. It's not a money problem, it's an information problem. So look, for those of you that's been on this call this far, and you feel like it was super valuable, and you feel like, actually, I need more, Mogul. I heard you earlier, and you said you was gonna give us an opportunity to work with you, and I want to work with you. And if you want to do that and you want more, somebody type more in the chat. Type more in the chat. You're like, Mogul, this wasn't enough. That was a lot. But what's next? What's next? Type more in the chat. And again, I'm here to be straightforward, transparent. I'm not here to like trick you, play no games. Like, I hope you've seen that at this point. I'm showing real receipts. I told you I got an opportunity for you, and this opportunity is $2,000. But do I have your permission to share the details of this opportunity to work directly with me and my team, get more support? If I have your permission, just type yes in the chat. If I have your permission, just type yes in the chat. Now, this is where we be very clear and direct. For those of you that feel, if you feel like the information that I gave you was valuable enough and justifies an investment of $2,000, just let me know, yes or no. Do you feel that what I gave you today justifies investing $2,000 to get even more times 100? So what I want to do is this. Only 10 people, that's it. Only 10 people I'm going to give this opportunity for that's on this call. I'm about to drop a link in the chat. So get your credit card in hand if you need to. If somebody needs to Zelle you, if you need to move from your savings to your checking, whatever you need to do, I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to do it because I'm about to drop this link, and it's only going to be for the first 10 people. I want to give you 2 of my programs. Not just one. I'm gonna give you 2 programs. My business funding program, where I go in full detail of how to go get the money, credit card stacking, business lines of credit, personal loans, my secret lenders list. I literally give you the operating agreements. Like, it's just so much. How to liquidate the credit cards. I didn't even get into that today. And you can do that for a lifetime access. I'm gonna give you that. Not only that, I'm gonna give you my business buying program that shows you how to actually find businesses, how to evaluate businesses, how to make offers, submit LOIs, how to communicate with brokers. I'm gonna give you both programs. And what I want to do today, I'm gonna do something special. I'm gonna send the elevator back down. I'm gonna send the elevator back down, and it's not gonna be a $2,000 investment today. For the first 10 people that lock in this spot, I'm gonna give you a grant. Somebody type grant in the chat. I'm gonna give you a $1,500 grant for the first 10 people, which means you get the opportunity to get both of my programs for an investment of only $497, y'all. If you're ready for me to drop that link, I want you to type drop the link in the chat, because this is a customized link that I'm gonna drop, and it's coming with this grant of $1,500. So you're only gonna pay an investment of $497 to get this bundle of business funding and business buying, and you can have lifetime access to it to go and execute. Type drop the link in the chat. You ready for me to drop the link? They said drop the link. So team, can we drop the link? Because it's gonna be the first 10 people. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the link, drop the link, drop the link, drop the link, drop the link. Once you lock in your spot, type I'm in the chat. Type I'm in the chat. And I see Connie asking a question. I see Cisco asking a question. You said, do it come with subprime lenders? Well, guess what? Today's your lucky day, because I'm going to give you some bonuses for the first 10 people that's locking in their spot right now. I did an 18-minute video where I strictly talked about the backdoor funding method. So I gave you 5 lenders and I gave you some strategies today. I go in full detail of how to cover the minimum payment, how much to actually pay, what banks, and how to say it, all the scripts around it. 18-minute video. I'm going to give you that as a bonus. And not only that, Connie and others, I'm going to give you the full list of the 30 plus subprime lenders as a bonus. So not just 5, you got the full 30 plus, and you got a video that goes in full detail. And I'm going to give you my 24 to 72 hour inquiry and collection removal hack for the first 10 people. So when you know how to remove your inquiries, you can keep going back to go get more funding. More funding. Drop the link in the chat, team. They saying drop the link. They need it. It's in there. So I don't want to hear nobody with no excuses because we got about 10 more minutes and I'm about to close this up. So once these 10 spots go, I don't hear nobody say, oh, man, I told you. I told you ahead of time this was going to happen. We're going to give you an opportunity. It was going to be an investment, but I'm feeling real inspired because everybody been locked in that I want to give you even more. I want to make sure it's a no-brainer. I pride myself on giving value. I want you to feel like you robbed me. If I don't feel like you robbed me, that I didn't do my job. I want you to know, look, I got what I needed and more. I talked to you about finding businesses. Well, I built the #1 AI built software where you could actually find businesses, underwrite businesses, make offers in 60 seconds. We're utilizing AI to go and find the businesses for us so we don't got to be stressed out hours and hours. No, we're utilizing AI so we input the formulas and it tells us if it's a good deal or not. We utilize AI in our prompts so that we can know how to negotiate. I'm going to give you 7 days access to my Mogul Deal Evaluator software, the software that we truly use. Yes, I showed you Biz by Sell. Yeah, you can go on LoopNet. You can do all of those things. But this right here is what we're utilizing every day. And that's how we're able to beat the competition. I'm going to give you 7 days free. And I got more. I'm having a 3-day live. So those of you that's asking, do you get access to me? Well, yes, I'm having a 3-day live family legacy summit where I'm going to show you how to actually build family wealth. You're going to understand proper estate planning because when you buy these businesses, you need to understand insurance. You need to understand how to set up a family trust. You need to understand how to build your family bank. You need to understand family credit. You need to understand wills and power of attorney. I'm going to show you how to buy businesses, but also be able to protect it and pass it on because I don't want to show you how to get a quick 20,000. That's pointless. My goal is to show you how to get a quick 20 million. It's a different conversation. When you say quick 20 million, it's like, oh man, that's a different, but that's type of language you gotta have. This is typically $9.97, but the first 10 people that's locking in their spot, they're gonna get a free admission ticket, and this is gonna be at the end of the month. I believe it started September 28th, if I'm not mistaken, but you will get the actual email with your ticket and all your access, so you don't even gotta worry about that. Free admission. So this is live training with me and my team. Live training. Not only that, I did a 5-day challenge with my brothers. Smitty the Goat, Derek Boone, Wallow 267, Wall Street Trapper, Nehemiah Davis. We gave $1 million worth of game. I'm gonna give you this as a bonus. You can go watch this replay. We gave $1 million worth of game. Again, I want to make sure you have every single reason to make this move. I want to make sure I overcome every obstacle. If you're talking yourself out of it, I'm going to talk you back into it. Because you're on this class right now for a reason. Let's just be real here. You're not on this class for fun. You signed up. Well, you signed up because you've been looking for a way to fix your credit, build your credit, get some funding, make some new revenue, be able to build wealth for your family. I'm just uncovering the opportunity you've been looking for. It's up to you now to make that decision, but I'm going to make sure that you have every reason to do it. And lastly, y'all, I'm going to give y'all 30 days access to my Mogul Elite Club community, the #1 wealth building community where we have classes all throughout the week, live coaching. I'm going to give you 30 days access to that. And I want to show y'all a little bit about like how this works and how it goes. So let me show y'all really quick. And keep dropping in. I see y'all, but I'm actually circle back. I want to show y'all this. We got 1,100 members in our community. There's no way we'll have 1,100 people if we was not giving out super value. But I want to show y'all some stuff, right? So let me type in, because somebody asked earlier, who actually did this? Who actually did this, right? Let's see here. Here we go. So she actually showed me this. When did she show me this? I gotta go find this. Right? There we go. So look, we go here. I'm gonna go to big wins. I'm gonna show you what's happening. Oh man, Look at what's happening here. The results are in 39 deletions. 39 deletions on Experian, collections removed. If credit is your pain point, well, we got you. Don't worry. Another win, up 84 points. Let's keep rolling. $34,000 in business funding. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling. I want to show you what we got going on. Credit scores going up. So no matter where you are on your journey, we got you. Shout out to our self-storage owners. These are our partners that we invest together and we buy self-storage. So if you like, this is what we really do in real time, y'all. Let's keep rolling now. I'll show y'all some more. Student loans deleted. Student loans deleted. So if you're looking for credit repair, we're going to show you. Let's talk about funding. Let's talk about funding. Let's see what we're looking like with funding, y'all. So this is all credit repair. I'm going to show y'all some other cool stuff. Right here, approvals, $100,000 auto loan, $21,000 personal loan. Proof that the business works. Proof that the business works. He made $7,000 that week. I mean, like, I couldn't make this if I wanted to. Bankruptcies being removed. Come on, y'all. Come on. How much do I got to show you, man? I'm super excited about this. Look, $50,000 approved, Lightstream. Easy. Easy play. Easy. Easy peasy. Let's go. So let's show y'all some more. Let me show y'all some more, right? I'm going to show y'all some more. Let's check this one out. $75,000 Chase business credit card. You said it wasn't possible. I'm showing you it is. I couldn't make it up if I wanted to. Couldn't make it up. Let's go back. Let's do opening. So y'all want to know who's buying businesses? Check this out. One of my students bought a mailbox store with $5,000 out of her pocket. Look at the team, her grand opening, couldn't make it up. Another student, she purchased a dry cleaning business with her infinite bank. Couldn't make this up if I wanted to. Had her grand opening. Whole team was there. Another student right here bought a laundromat and bought a restaurant and bar. Team was there. So whether you are looking to build your credit, whether you are looking to clean your credit, get funded, start a business, buy a business, this is the community to start with. And I don't care where you are on your journey. You go in our classroom, right? We're going to show you everything step by step on how to structure your LLC. You go here, we're going to show you how to get funded, right? We're going to show you what all the hacks are. So a lot of y'all on here, you need the hacks. Show you how to turn your credit to cash. There's just so much in here. And I'm going to give y'all 30 days to kind of just run through this. And then in addition to that, you have live classes. So we have our digital product classes. We have our credit repair classes. We have our real estate classes. You know, so it's just so powerful in this community, y'all. And I get so passionate about it because this has literally changed my life. And I know it could change your life, but you have to allow it. Right? Let's look at this. $2,500 no credit check. So I told you earlier I was going to show you how I go. So those of you that join the community, I want to make it clear. Those of you that join the community, when you sign up, you're going to go up here, right? It's pinned to the top. I want to make it clear. It's going to be the second one right here. No credit check. You're going to follow it step by step, and you're going to go apply. As you can see here, $1,300 approved. Let's keep rolling. This one got $1,300. So it's up to. You'll get anywhere up to no credit check. This one, $2,500. So if you're looking to build your credit, add some new lines to it, build it out, $2,500. We got you. Another $2,500 right here. $2,500 right here. I can go on and on and on. So imagine you signing up and being able to go and get $1,000, $2,000 day one. Day one. And look, I don't want to hear no excuses, y'all. I'm just going to be transparent with you. You can actually sign up here and you can do a financing option where you can click this link. So if you go on my site, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to click the link that you want to buy it. You can break this up into 4 payments. So you have Zip. You can break it up into 4 payments. Not only that, you can use Afterpay. Break it up into 4 more payments. No credit check. No interest payments. You could use Sezzle as well. Sezzle will allow you to do 4 payments and just charge a little service fee. So just think about it. Just think about it. You have the opportunity to sign up today, pay $137, break it up into 4 payments. If I'm you and if I am on the fence, I'm going to sign up through Sezzle, Afterpay, Zip, whatever one. I'm going to pay $137. And then day one, once I join, I'm going to go apply for this $2,500 to go get that money right back. Not only that, I can sign up to be an affiliate and I could actually refer people and get paid reoccurring commissions every single month just by referring people. So I want to show you how you can get your money back fast. Somebody type fast in the chat. I want you to be as profitable as fast as possible. And I'm not here to sell you. I'm just here to tell you that this is what you've been looking for. You are here for a reason. I am just a reminder. A lot of us are praying to God. We want to get this done. We want to get that done. Well, you got to meet him halfway. You asking God to bless your business. Well, what business did you start? What business did you invest in for him to actually invest in for you? Are y'all with me? My bad, y'all. My bad. I ain't mean to go there. Let me bring myself back. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to close up in 2 minutes. So team, can you do 2 things? Drop the free credit repair for me, team, and drop the business funding checklist for me. Drop the free credit repair and drop the business funding checklist. All right, so I'm a man of my word. Like I said, I'm gonna give y'all the free credit repair. I give y'all the business funding checklist. Plus, I showed you how. But you have how to get the $2,500. But you have to join the community to get that. So you got to pay the $497. So you're gonna get all of these bonuses, $497 with the grant that I'm giving you. All right. So now that we kind of regulating and we got about 1 minute left, and once I close this up, this offer won't be here. I want you to type "I'm in" the chat if you are in, so I can shout you out and congratulate you. I can match a name to it. So when we see you in the classes, I can recognize you. I can build with you because I really love what I do and I really want to connect with you. So iPhone, what's your name, bro? Or sis? I don't know. You in though, congratulations. But what's your name? Nolan, congratulations. Let's get it. PZ Profits. That sounds familiar. PZ Profits. What's your name? Because you sound like that sound familiar. But congratulations. Sharita. All right, what's up, Sharita? Demetrius. I'll be around, boy. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. All right, if you need 5 more minutes before I close this out, type 5 minutes in the chat. If you need 5 more minutes as I close, I'll type 5 minutes in the chat. Eladio said, hold on, bro. I'm trying to get to the car. I'm trying to get the car. All right. So I'm gonna give y'all 5 minutes, but I want to thank everybody here. I know I get excited and passionate and all that cool stuff, but when it's all said and done, I always have to give praise to the Most High and thank God, because I am not here by my own doing. I would never stand here and act like it or take credit for what God has done for me in my life. It is only because of what God has blessed me with, and I know that, if I stop blessing my people, He's gonna stop blessing me. So me being on this class completely free, giving you valuable information that you can make 10 times back on, and me giving you an opportunity to work longer with me for only $497 and get so much value, it's the only way I know how to give thanks to God for what He has done for me. It's the only way. And I want to talk directly to your heart, because I remember when I was on the other side and I was nervous and I didn't know if this was real or if this was going to happen. I did it scared. I paid $5,000 for my very first mentorship. And I was super nervous. But again, I understood that nothing will change unless I change. And I also understood that the more I know, the more I'll grow, the more I learn, the more I earn. And everybody on this call has a God-given gift and the purpose. Somebody type gift in the chat. Everybody on this call has a God-given gift and purpose. And the thing is, we are not able to fulfill our God's given gift and purpose because it's usually the thing that's most challenging to us. It's usually the thing that's the most uncomfortable. It's usually an opportunity that's presented to you and you talk yourself out of it. That's the reason why you're not able to get your gift. Because without a test, you don't have a testimony, y'all. And everybody says, "Oh, I'm gonna praise God, I'm gonna praise God." And we say we believe God, but the truth is, God is gonna send you messages through the form of other people. There's nobody that's gonna pop out of the sky. You have to be able to identify, is this a coincidence or is this confirmation? And when God gives us our gifts, what we do with that gift is how we pay him back. So he gifted me with the ability to master business. He gifted me with the ability to be able to communicate effectively with my people. Well, the way I pay him back is how I do on these calls. It's what I do in my community. It's what I do in my mentorship. We have to take it. We got to understand when I put this in full perspective. I said this the other day on the call to my mentees. I said, look, when we really look at it, God, he didn't give us tables, chairs, and desks. What he did is give us trees. We had to take the tree and we had to make something great out of it. So all I'm here to do is say, okay, he put me here and you're on this call. I give you the information and you take it and you got to execute and make something out of it. I will never guarantee your success. If you're looking for a guarantee, I can't guarantee you anything. But what I will guarantee is if you don't make the investment and you do exactly what you've been doing, you'll always get what you were getting. The only way you're going to get a difference is if you do something different. Mercury said, how do I pay in installments? So I'm going to show you. So the way you pay in installments is you're going to go onto the page, right? And then you're going to scroll down. You're going to click, yes, I want this, King, the business acquisition bundle. You're going to click it. And, you're going to do this. You're going to, you could check out with Zip. Zip will give you the installments. You just click here, check out with Zip, put your information in there. If Zip doesn't work, you can do Afterpay, click Afterpay, put your information in there, move forward. If that doesn't work, you could do Sezzle, put your information. So you got 3 options for installments, 3 options. That's how it works. All right, I'm gonna show you one more time. So you're gonna click that. You got Zip, you have Afterpay, and you have Sezzle. All right. So we got what, 2 more minutes, and I'm gonna close this out. And actually, Eladio, congratulations, let's get it. PZ Profit says, Smitty mentorship, FYF, first year you changed my life without me being a mentee, so I know it's real. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. And $497 is so affordable compared to so many courses I pay for. That's a big fact. That's a big fact. What biz will we start for him to invest in? That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. All right, if y'all have any questions, that's what I'll do. I'll open up for questions for about 10 minutes. I'll answer some questions for about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. What questions do we have? Put it in the chat and I'll answer it. What questions do we have? Put it in the chat and I'll answer it. What questions do we have? Put it in the chat and I'll answer it. So what's gonna happen is once you join, I want to make this clear too. You're gonna get 2 emails. Okay? Once you join, you're gonna get 2 emails, and this is my support team email. This is my support team email. One email is gonna give you access to the bundle. You're gonna get another email with a link to sign up for your free bonuses. So everybody on the call that locked in before we close, you're gonna get access to the free bonuses. So look out for 2 emails. One that give you access to your original investment, which is the bundle, and then there's gonna be another one that gives you a link that gives you access to all the other bonuses. All right, I wanna make that clear. All right. So what questions y'all ask? I have a question about SBA, but I'm wondering if I could sidebar with you. All right, yeah, we could sidebar. Send me a message in school. Okay, Eugene, you said you need help with the inquiry removal? Say less. I got you. So let me show you. So when you join our community, you're gonna go to classroom. You're gonna go to hacks right here. And guess what? Inquiry removal is a step-by-step breakdown right here. Tell you exactly how to do it, step by step. Step by step, tell you exactly how to do it. All you gotta do is follow this, and it'll be removed within about 24 to 72 hours. I give you that step by step. And collections, if you want those removed, I give it to you step by step on what to put. You know what I mean? Bankruptcy, I give you that. But let me show y'all. Those of you inquiries. Let me see. So this person got the late payment room. This person, all right. Okay, right here. There we go. Inquiries got removed in 72 hours. Score went up 14 points. That's just one person. But it's all in here. There we go, right here. Remove inquiries in 24 hours. It's all in here. Right here, experience inquiries removed. The success is in here, y'all. What else? Let me look in the chat. What else y'all got questions on? I already filled out for the Chase Apple card. Yeah, I got y'all. If removing inquiries is an issue, that's simple. We're gonna get that done this week. We're gonna get that done this week. Giving back to the state that gave us the opportunity. It's a fact. Okay, Sarah Rojas, I got you. Oh man, so all of y'all need inquiry removals? Um, so 30 days, like 30 days, I would say seasoning period for the LLC. Connie, send an email to support. You wasn't charged 7 times, but send an email to support. Support, can you drop the support email to Connie? She said she was charged 7 times. I doubt that. So look, let me show y'all. So what's gonna happen is we have an underwriting class on Wednesdays at 7, and we're gonna show you how to remove your inquiries utilizing this software. So Wednesday at 7, everybody should be on that class live. However, if you don't want to wait till Wednesday, you could just go into the classroom, go into the hacks, and then follow the exact steps yourself, and you could get it removed by Wednesday. Like if I'm you, I'm logging in tonight. I'm gonna go through the scripts, and I'm gonna call them up tomorrow, put the disputes in. By Wednesday before class, your inquiries will be removed. Now we're getting on to funding. But either way, you got those resources, or you could wait until the live class. All right. This is the software that we use, y'all. For those of y'all, like once y'all join in, I'm gonna give y'all that. Hold on. Check my email and text. Look, so if you check your spam, but again, if you having issues and you don't know where your stuff is at, send an email to support. And those of you that are looking to clean your credit up and you joining the community, you could sign up here for your free trial and then be prepared on Wednesday for the class. Sign up here for your free trial because this is the software that we're going to use to be able to get your credit right. All right. So I gave y'all everything I got. Thank you for your time this Sunday. It's been a pleasure. Nina said her bank is thinking it's fraud, but we'll get it done tonight. All right. So Nina, I see that you in here. So what I want you to do is just send an email to support once you pay so that we could keep you with the bonuses. I'll make sure you keep the bonuses. All right. Send an email to support because I see you in here. Nina, team, write down Nina so we could be mindful of that. Okay, all right. So all right, hold on. So Nicole said the same thing. So put me in the chat if you're trying to pay, but your card is being flagged. Put me in the chat if you're trying to pay, but it's saying it's fraud, but you want to get in. If that's the case. So we got, hold on, team. Let's write this down. We got Nina, Percy. Team, can you write down all of their names? Nina, Percy, Connie, Kenyatta, James, Mercury. Write those names down. This is what we're gonna do. And only these names, so nobody else. Unless if you didn't say me. John said me. All right, so let's wait. Team, get these names. So what's gonna happen is this. Save this link. I'm gonna have my team track your names, and we're gonna keep this open for you to purchase with the bonuses. That's the key. I'm gonna make sure I honor the bonuses, but you have to pay within the next 24 hours. So by tomorrow at 10 p.m., Monday at 10 p.m., you have to pay, and we're gonna look and see and match your name based upon who's on this call and who pays so that we can get you the bonuses. So just save the link. Is that clear? If that's clear, type clear in the chat. So those people that put their names in, I'm gonna extend the cart 24 hours, call up your bank in the morning, get that situated, make it a priority, and I'll make sure you get the bonuses. All right. All right. All right, y'all. If that's it, we're gonna close this out. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. We're gonna extend it for 24 hours for the people that put their names in there, and I got you. All right. Everybody else, congratulations. I'm gonna see y'all on the other side. You're gonna join the community. Once you join the community, introduce yourself. That's what I want you to do. Once you join the community, introduce yourself. Let everybody know who you are. All right. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna go in here. You're gonna go to community. You're gonna type right here. You're gonna click. You're gonna click the category, and you're gonna click introduction, and just introduce yourself. Let everybody know where you're coming in from, so we could build, so we connect, and we could get to that next level. All right. We do student of the months as well. We give away gift cards. We give away like trips. We give away iPads, MacBooks. It depends on the month. Alan is the one who won student of the month this month. So we really went out here. This is what we do, man. I don't got nothing else to say, honestly. Y'all already know at this point. I gave y'all what I could. I'm over time 15 minutes, and I want to give y'all time back. So with that being said, I thank each and every one of you. Again, I appreciate you. You could have been anywhere in the world tonight on this Sunday, but you decided to bear with me. And for that, I'm always thankful and grateful because, again, I can't take it for granted what God has done for me and my family at all. All right. So with that being said, congratulations to everybody, and I will see y'all on the other side.
Within a short period of time, I've learned a lot, networked with good people, Ramel, the brothers, and all of that stuff. Just being here within a month, I was able to acquire $140K on business funding, 0% interest for about 12 months. So I'm humbled to be here, glad to be here. I'm ready to network with everybody.
Biggest win has been me being able to pay off $70,000 in debt and also being able to free up some cash flow to where it's well into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you are thinking about joining the Mailbox Millionaire Academy, I will tell you, do not hesitate. You're wasting time. do it now. Take control of your life.
I'm an independent owner and self-storage facility operator myself and member of the Mailbox Millionaire Academy. The experience has been overwhelming. It's been great. They've assisted me here with not just building my credit, but advancing my credit because I was already in place on my credit, but they've opened so many more doors for me, so many more opportunities, many more bank options that I didn't know about, lines of credit.
Here I am. I will be closing in December with
Oh,
rebranding the stores.
oh
So
my
I
goodness.
thank you. I thank you. It was worth the money. It's worth the time. Sometimes I didn't have the time. I wasn't able to log in, but I did go back and I listened. I read the messages. Thank you so much.
Y'all see that? Do y'all know what that is? That is my certificate of ownership. What do I own? I am a co-owner, a partner in said storage facility.
I am beyond grateful to have such an opportunity to partner with the three Mogul brothers. It has been an honor to be a mentee in the Mailbox Millionaire Academy and now to be able to become part owner and not only one, but 3 self-storage facilities is absolutely amazing.
I have to say thank you to all of my Mailbox Millionaires, my family, my mentors, Ramel, Crew, Jamel. I love you guys so much. Listen, this is what we doing.